During the 6-day 100-mile Tour de Mont Blanc trek we had last summer, a few of us had a beautiful and heartfelt moment during dinner. See, there was this terrific young lad named Lewis from Australia who decided on a bit of a whim to sign up for this trip when a couple of spots opened up sort of last minute. And to set the scene a bit more, we're at the tail end of this wonderful trip on our last night at a refuge/hotel in Trient. We're sitting in this big room alongside other trekkers, and I just had this moment of looking around the table as we're about to eat the Last Supper. And other than Lewis, most of us had lived life a little bit more. We had everyone from their early 30s to folks in their 60s in our group. And so I asked to go around from person to person and have them impart one fundamental life truth. Like, out of everything they learned about the world and their time on Earth so far, what would you distill down as the one piece of wisdom for what makes for a fulfilling life? And while I didn't have my answer queued up, I just thought about it as I scanned the length of the table when it hit me. And it was really a simple concept of life being better shared.
It turns out that people who are more socially connected to family, to friends, to community are happier, they're physically healthier, and they live longer than people who are less well connected.
As some of you may recall, I made a video a couple of years ago called The Good Life, talking about long studies that backed this very simple notion up. And, you know, I'm not necessarily talking about in a romantic partner sense, although that's hugely important too. It's just about having that person or that community to help navigate life with, you know, both in good times and bad. And for me, it's in the people you share core life moments with that really heighten the memories of that experience. And in reflecting back on the past year, that seemed to be the common theme. Back in February, I made it official with my partner and my best friend, Hillary, when we decided to go to a courthouse to get married. And a few months later, got the community together to celebrate not only our love, but the love we have between our friends and our family. In March, we had our annual run adventure with some like-minded core group of friends that was born out of the pandemic when races were canceled and community was lost. This year, we did the 37-mile Joshua Tree Traverse, which was a really cool experience. But as it always is, it was infinitely more about the time together when our running shoes were off. In July, our little family of three participated in Camp Hard Rock yet again, a place that's special for so many reasons, but particularly because it's where Hillary and I first fell in love back in 2021, and in 2022 when we found our little pup Charlie as we were en route there. It's one of our favorite weeks out of the year because of all the time spent with friends camping and exploring the majestic and beautiful San Juan Mountains. Similarly, we took mountain exploration across the Atlantic when I got to lead a guided trek of the French, Italian, and Swiss Alps on the stunningly beautiful Tour de Mont Blanc with Vagabond Trails. Upon returning stateside, I ran my first 100-mile race in a really long time, and it was without a doubt a team effort, especially after encountering some dark moments early on. It truly took a village of friends and, of course, Hillary to keep me going through that storm to get to the other side and really finish after a tough day. Another race I got to run with the help of a friend was the New York City Marathon, and while it wasn't pretty or perfect, I still got to run one of the best marathons in the world for a great cause with my friend Justin running Stride for Stride with me. The year was also about helping friends accomplish their running goals. From pacing and crewing my friend Sally at 2 of her 200-plus mile races, our friend Kevin's race at the Javelina 100, to Hillary's epic day in Idaho at I Am Tough 100, I really got an equal or more satisfaction in helping them achieve their dream. And it's really my hope to continue this theme going into the new year. We started things off with a group run to kick off the first day of 2024. And I'm really hoping to do more of that kind of thing in the coming year. Basically a gathering of community, whether it's in person or virtually. We also have a couple of fun international trekking tours coming up yet again, so stay tuned for announcements on those because I'm super excited to talk about that. And outside of that, just more adventures with friends and of course my partner Hillary, including maybe another 100-mile race later in the year. Who knows? I definitely need to take another crack at that. So that was my year in a nutshell and my intentions for the coming year. Tell me about what you have coming up. Any goals or ambitions for the new year that scares and excites you? If so, please drop them in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in person somewhere, or at the very least in the next video. Have a happy 2024, everyone.